There are many stories told about St. Columba and the great wonders which God worked through him, driving away sea monsters, calming storms, even bringing the dead back to life. But this story is a more subtle one, about a great problem which is a lot closer to home for most people. It starts in the morning, which is a good place to start because it's the beginning of the day. And Columba was working in the fields, as he did some of the time, when up towards him, kind of sheepishly, came a young man. Columba sort of looked at him, and the man looked a little bit sheepishly back at him. It's a bit fidgety, like dark eyes, rings round him, not having had much sleep the night before. And then Columba remembered who he was. It was Lugni. He'd got married like a year ago. So he said hello. And what could be bothering you? Are you enjoying married life? That Lugni's face dropped, crestfallen. He said, well, it's that, you see, that I've come to see you about. You know, and this being married is kind of hard work. But, yeah, especially, it's a bit embarrassing, really. My wife won't go to bed with me. Yeah, this was indeed a situation needing some remedy, because, well, some people choose the celibate lifestyle, but not usually the married ones. So Columba decided that he would get involved, see what he could do to help. The wife arrived, and she explained. Well, actually, she did more than explain. She poured out her heart and said, look, I'll look after the whole household. I'll do any tasks you set for me. I'll even go away to Ireland and become a nun. But please, anything. Just, I can't stand him. I can't be near him. He makes my skin crawl. I'm not going to bed with him. So Columba looked at her and said, look, this is a big thing you're asking. Marriage is serious. Once God's joined two people together, then man can't do something to separate it. And then he looked with compassion, because he saw her trouble, and said, what we'll do is we'll pray about it. You, me, and your husband. We'll pray for a day, and we'll see what God says. At which the woman looked at him and said, well, I know God's done some amazing things for you, and well, nothing's impossible for God, so I'll settle for that just now. So they prayed, and they fasted. And then the following night, Columba stayed awake and prayed some more. The day after, both the husband and the wife came to see Columba. And what do you know? A miracle had happened. When Columba asked the wife whether she wanted to do what they'd said the day before and to go away to a monastery, the wife said, no, anything's possible through God, and I love this man now. A miracle had happened overnight, and it's a miracle which no man really understands, but the wife, from that day on, she loved her husband. And so, for once in these stories, they all lived happily ever after.